Well, oh well, there you have it. Fremantle 95, Hawthorn 82. There's so much on my mind. I just need to sort of throw at you guys. But before I do, I just want to sort of, spread my thoughts there to Blake Acres with his hamstring. I'm hoping all goes well there. Wasn't good to see him, crying. And I suppose that's the beauty and the sadness of sport as well, right? All rolled into one. But in saying that, I hope he goes okay. But yeah, look, what a game. First and foremost, the umpires, man, like honestly, wow. Some of those calls there, those frees that the Hawks got, especially in goal square, almost basically, was ridiculous. Now I'm not going to blame the umpires for this game here. In some aspects, obviously we still won, but I mean, just some of those calls were. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We won the game. First and foremost, what an arm wrestle. Obviously, your five come back. You're as a fan there. You're excited. You're happy, but you're also just sort of keen to see what he can do. And I guess in saying that, you sort of saw Fife in a different light. Obviously, he's coming back from injury, and don't worry, I'm not going to make this all about him. I'll be quick here, but he came back from injury, and I guess for him, the way I sort of observed his playing style in this game today in particular was that he was just trying to sort of fit in where he could. You know, it wasn't about him trying to dominate in a certain place, time. As he sort of said, as he touched on as well in his post-match interview, he just got the boys to sort of tell him, as if he was a first-time gamer, where to go, what to do, and I think that's what happened, and it worked out at the end, and I'm so happy he actually managed to get a goal there, and obviously everyone jumped up and cheered and they were elated, so it was actually good to see there from Fife. Now, anyway, as back to the game as well, not only was it just an arm wrestle, but what I loved as well in the game was that Hawks threw everything. I think they threw everything at Freo. The kitchen sink as well. They grabbed it, they threw it at Fremantle, everything. And I thought that their pressure, especially in the first half, was just sensational. If you're a Hawks fan, it's sensational. For me, I was sitting there and I was annoyed. I was seeing red. But look, in saying that, it was just good. Like, whatever Freo tried to do, whatever we tried to do, Hawks just had an answer for it, whether it was just pressure, whether it was closing out, whether it was just intercepts, and Freo at the same time as well. See little errors, right? Uncharacteristic things from certain players, but at the same time, I guess it just showed you just how great the Hawks were in pressure. Now, obviously, as we leading into halftime down by 10, you sort of had this feeling. Why did it anyway? I was confident the boys could still pull it off. To be honest with you guys, I was just sort of waiting to see how we would do it. I knew we would. Deep down inside. So obviously we head into the third quarter, down by 10. To be honest with you guys, considering what happened, it's actually a compliment to Fremantle, if anything, to be honest with you guys. Now, I'm not taking anything away from the Hawks, but to be down by 10, considering how well Hawks were playing, you take it. Anyway, we're heading to the third quarter, and obviously that's where what used to be our doom quarter, as I used to call it, is now basically our championship quarter. It's where we do the business, and we came back there and obviously, yes, it was still an arm wrestle. It was a bit of a tight game, but I think the third quarter sort of sealed it for us. And heading into the fourth, though the Hawks were within, I think, 6 goals or maybe even, 6 points or maybe even a little less at one stage, I think Fremantle sort of just kept riding on. And I think that's how it sort of turned. Special mentions also just quickly to our Sarong. Sarong as well. Oh, goodness, guys. In terms of just absolute just leadership, head first sort of mentality, and not only did he tackle, he was right in amongst it into the disposals and the tackles and the kicks and the what do you call it, efficiency in terms of handballs, in terms of kicking. He was on point today. For me personally, I don't usually do this, but he was my best on ground. I can't help it. Obviously got other honourable mentions. I'll say Hen and Young as well, but at the same time as well, I'd probably even give one to Andy Brayshaw or even Schultz. At times, but I just think for mine, it was just Sarong at times. Switter as well. Let's not forget Switter. Trav as well. Collier. That's right, guys. Collier, not Coiler. Collier. But I just thought, wow, just what an awesome collective effort from everyone there. But oh wow, what a game. What a game. I was really, really nervous at times. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just so happy at how the boys sort of pulled up. Yeah, and Cox as well too. I can't forget him. I'll say him and Sarong actually were par. Just some of the best on ground. But I actually just really loved how when Freo are down, we don't. Freo of old, we know what happens, right? We lose this game. Simple as that. But you know, if it's not wet weather footy, if it's not raining, we have a chance. And so that's exactly what happened. I just love how we're so composed, we're relaxed, we chill, we don't really muck around. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna just sort of fall here, fall there. We still keep composed, and we lead, and we just play a patient game. And evidently in the third quarter, after the first half anyway, evidently Freo had their way, and that's exactly what happened. Freo 40 came to the fruition, came to the forefront, and that's exactly how we won. There's not much to say there apart from the fact that it was just a grinding win, and we just found a way to win. We just found a way to win. Sure, it wasn't the prettiest game, right? It's probably a game where you sort of, you know, probably more questions in some degree, but at the same time, it's a win. You take it, you know, it is what it is. And obviously we head into the bye, so the boys get a rest. 3 wins in a row again. Need I remind you, Melbourne, Lions, and you know, in that order in terms of the wins we have. So now we're heading to the bye. There were 3 wins, including the Hawks. There, we set ourselves up for a good position, to be honest with you guys, to be quite frank. And now we have a bit of a rest. We relax, we reflect, and then we get things going again for the latter part of the season. But I just, yeah, absolutely over the moon. I'm also going to be releasing a a mid-season review as well on Fremantle so far, and yeah, I'll be going from there. But overall, just what a beautiful, beautiful game. Flag mantle, oh yeah, it's there. Just wearing this jacket as well. Just in love with this club, no matter what. But anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Give me your thoughts overall. Thanks again, guys, for watching, being part of it. But yeah, what a game. What a game. Phew. Anyway, play ratings as well coming. But yeah, take it easy. See you guys next time. And Hawks, wrong place, wrong time. Don't argue.